All right, so Elon tweeted out last Monday, looking at holding Tesla AI Day in about a month or so. We'll go over progress with Tesla AI software and hardware, both training and inference. Purpose is recruiting.
Now, this followed the head of Tesla AI, Andrej Karpathy's presentation at the 2021 Conference on Computer Vision and Pattern Recognition last Monday.
And then Elon tweeted out, in general, anyone interested in working on physical world AI problems should consider joining Tesla, fastest path to deploying your ideas in real life. So during this presentation, Andrej revealed this.
Looks like a big server.
Well, it's more than a server farm. It's a supercomputer. And Karpathy says that it's the 5th most powerful supercomputer in the world in terms of flops or floating point operations per second.
Do you have some stats to back that up?
Sure. How about 720 nodes of 8x A180 gigabyte 5760 GPUs total, and it also has 1.8 E flops. That's 720 nodes times 312 T flops of FP16 A100 times 8 GPU nodes with a petabyte of hot tier NVMe storage at 1.6 terabits per second and 640 terabits per second of total switching capacity.
Okay. So like, can you play Crysis on it?
I'm sure you can play a lot of things on it. I wonder if like after hours, the team is hunkered down playing some cool video games with it.
It sounds like they're not.
It's probably dedicated to doing neural network stuff. But interesting to me that during Karpathy's presentation, he mentioned that they have 20 people on the team. And when he said 20, I like rewinded it because I was like, he must have said 2,000 or something. 20 people on the team.
Mm-hmm.
You heard that too, right?
I think that it's actually really smart. You have 20 of the top people in the world working on Tesla AI, full self-driving stuff. They can all communicate with each other very easily. They don't have to have a manager looking over, if you could come in on Sunday, that'd be great. They're already going to just be doing that. And I mean, but the thing to note here is that, we just talked about this supercomputer. This is not Tesla's only supercomputer.
Yeah. I mean, Karpathy was talking about Dojo, how he couldn't really talk about it because I think that's what Elon's going to be talking about at AI Day. And this is just one of multiple supercomputers that Tesla have. I mean, think about that for a second. When we talk about big auto companies, right? Old school legacy auto companies, they don't own any supercomputers that I know of.
What are you talking about? The supercomputers that they probably bought back in the 70s. It probably looks about the same, except with tape.
So I'm really looking forward to AI Day. I think this is going to be a big recruiting event for Tesla. I mean, almost everything Tesla does is recruiting. They're looking for the best people. And this presentation by Karpathy was also a recruiting event. He was basically kind of sending out the signal to anyone in the world who's into this. They're like, hey, if you are a brain in this and you want to work on the best team, give us a call.
And so here's the interesting part to me, and maybe we'll talk about this more in like the Investor Club bonus stories. It's not going to really push the stock at all. I don't think that anyone watching this who isn't a AI expert is going to get anything out of AI Day. I think that people are going to be like, so it's better, right? Like, I don't know what's going on. It's just a recruiting tool. I mean, as Elon said in his tweet, this is for recruiting. And I think that a lot of analysts, a lot of the world and the market doesn't understand what these days are for. I think a lot of people are expecting like them to come out with like the Roadster 3.0 goes faster than light, and
right.
People are just waiting for that. And then when it doesn't happen and they're like, well, they said a bunch of gobbledygook stuff and I didn't understand it. It wasn't for you. It was for people who are like at the top of their field right now, who are like 21 years old, just graduating college and are just like, I know everything about AI. I want to implement it. They're looking out at the world at like, who is the top players in this? Tesla is that top player. They, watch this presentation by Karpathy. They watch the AI Day. They're going to go, I want to work at that company. And they're going to give the best years of their working life at Tesla.
The one thing I got out of Karpathy's presentation that I think is right is that he was talking about how they're working on this new implementation of vision only for about 4 months, and they've gone through 7 different shadow modes. So if you do the math, that's about one new update every 2 or 3 weeks, which is incredible if you think about the amount of data that they have to chug through, 1.5 petabytes of data.
Right. And they're just chugging right through it. Yeah, I mean, a 2-week update schedule is like close to, industry standard, but they're not working on industry standard stuff. This isn't like, the company's website. This is like the hardest engineering challenge that's probably ever been done by computers.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching Now You Know Clips. You can watch full episodes of Tesla Time News on Mondays and in-depths on Fridays. Just click the link down below to head over to the Now You Know channel.